好，各位朋友，大家好，欢迎大家继续来参加我们今天晚上2022年 European Study Talk 留学欧洲说明会。那留学欧洲说明会是由欧洲在台官方单位联合举办，那从2022年的9月一直要进行到2023年2月。那整个系列活动呢，将邀请了这个超过50多所的知名欧洲高等学校来进行留学欧洲的线上说明会。那即将有德国、英国、法国、比利时、荷兰、瑞士，以及还有意大利等专业顶尖欧洲的大学接力的来为你说明留学欧洲的计划以及指点迷津。那当然，除了商学院、资讯学院，更有著名的理工、设计，还有观光、医学等这个知名的学校都会加入。那即将提供你最新的这个教育制度、申请流程、奖学金，以及还有毕业之后可以在当地工作以及创业等最新的资讯。那你一定可以收集到你所需要的资讯和学长姐的这个经验分享。那这些的资讯都是要来帮助你准备你的申请。那我们今天晚上是留学欧洲部署未来，是邀请到了这个留学英国知名的商学院，以及现在要即将开场的这个德国顶尖大学这个奥芬堡应用科技大学。那奥芬堡应用科技大学是位于在靠近德法边境，那因着有着非常多的这个专业的英语授课课程。那奥芬堡应用科技大学呢，与许多的这个法国和英国高等学校都有这个校际合作，也可以给予这个双联的学位。那待会我们会请肖代来帮我们介绍一下这个英语课程，用英语来授课的课程的介绍，以及申请的要求跟程序，那甚至像学校生活跟费用等的资讯都会提供给大家。那当然在这个活动进行当中，千万不要忘记把你想要问的问题用中文、英文、德语的方式打在我们这个 Q&A 的这个 box 里面。那我们即将要开启我们这一场说明会。那我们待会会有我们Linda 小姐要来为大家介绍奥芬堡应用科技大学学校和课程的介绍。那他将提供这个英语授课课程的介绍、申请要求跟程序、学校生活跟费用等资讯。如何的部署你自己的未来，你该如何准备强化你的专业跟人脉他也会解说国际学生的留学跟职涯之路。那各位听完之后，请尽量将你按着你自己的状况，把你想要问的问题打在我们的 Q&A 里面。Okay, so that's welcome, Linda. So Linda, over to you, and then I have been like introduce you your school, and so it's over to you now. So you can start your presentation.
Thank you very much, Diane, and thank you very much for this possibility to present Offenburg University to you, especially the international programs of Offenburg University. So my name is Lydia Dantas-Schindler, and I'm working here at the Graduate School of Offenburg University. Yeah, and I welcome you all to this presentation of the international programs that we have here at Offenburg. And I'm happy that you're here to inform yourself about the possibilities that we have here for you. So let me switch on my presentation for you. I hope you can all see them now. See it now. I will do this presentation in English. I hope this is fine with you, as I'm showing mainly the English taught programs to you. I think this would be appropriate, and unfortunately, I don't speak your language, but you're very welcome, as Diane probably already said, to put your questions in the chat afterwards, and then she will translate it to me if you have difficulties to say it, to write it in German or in English. So I'm here, and I want to invite you to come and study in English and at the same time live in Germany and in German, so that you also get acquainted to the culture here in the southwest of Germany and speak German. And at the same time, you study in English. Offenburg offers several international master's degree programs that are completely or mainly taught in English. And those are the ones I will focus on during my presentation, but certainly I'll also give you an overview of what Offenburg University in total stands for. Offenburg University is a university of technology, business, and media, which means these three areas are the focus of the university. It's not a comprehensive university where you find all types of programs that are possible, but only programs that fit to one of these three areas. And so those are the ones, those are the areas we stand for, those are the areas and the programs we teach, and that's what Offenburg University is really good in. So we were founded in 1964 and therefore one of the oldest universities of applied sciences in Germany. And as the name already says, we offer praxis-oriented studies. We have around 4,000 students enrolled right now, and about 12% of them are international students. Half of the programs, more or less, are bachelor programs, and the other half of the programs are master programs. And there are two main campuses, one of them in Offenburg, as the name of the university already says, that's the main campus, but the business-related programs are taught mainly in a small town close to Offenburg, about 8 kilometers from here, so it's not very far away, a very pretty touristic town, and it's called Gengenbach. So we have the two campuses, and it depends what you want to study, where you will be located at. Certainly we have many international cooperations, about more than 80 universities worldwide cooperate with Offenburg University. And that's very important for us because there are many possibilities this way for our students to go abroad and get international experience, and at the same time exchange students from all over the world come here. So we have a very international atmosphere here at the campus, although we are such a small university. There's also a very spacious enterprise network. Offenburg, luckily, is situated in one of the most prosperous regions of Germany. Here in the southwest of Germany, we have many small, medium-sized, and also a few big, but especially medium-sized companies who work very internationally. And they always have a great demand for students who are internationally educated and want to work international. And we also are lucky to be in a smaller city, only about 60,000 inhabitants, and therefore you find a very safe and friendly environment here. I personally, for example, I walk at any time of the night here, and feel very comfortable and never had any problems. So, but let's look at the university itself more closely. We have very well equipped laboratories and facilities. So if you want to study in one of our engineering programs, I'm sure this is very important for you because you really want to work on these in these facilities and with the machines and the equipment that we have. So the laboratories are not only here for our staff members or researchers or professors, they're really here also for the students to learn on them, to do their research, for their master thesis, for example, on this equipment. And we are also happy that we can offer that close to this strong and close connection to industry. And therefore, as the demand is there from the industry, there are also many possibilities for practical trainings for our students. It depends on the study program, if this is already, part of the curriculum. Mostly it's not, but if you look for yourself, you will also always have the possibility to find something around here. Yeah, and I think something that will be very important for me if I choose to study somewhere is that I have a personal attention from the professor. There is a small student-teacher ratio. And this is something I can definitely guarantee you if you come to Offenburg University, especially in our international master's degree programs, where we only admit around 20 student maximum, usually 15 to 25. So this is the range of students per batch. So you really work very closely with students from all over the world in a small batch and have this personal attention from your professors, who you can ask all your questions. It's in Germany very common to ask directly and have this close interaction with the professors. And something I think is important for our students too is that Offenburg University, as a University of Applied Sciences, only has the professors that we have that are allowed to be professors here at Offenburg University. The professors have to have a minimum of 3 years of experience outside of the academic area. So they really have experience of at least 3 years from private companies, from in the industry, and therefore they can bring their experience back to the university and share this experience also with the students. They know what is needed for your professional life, and they can also guide you this way. So I think if I would decide to study somewhere, where this would be an important point that I would look at. Nevertheless, also we are University of Applied Sciences. There are possibilities to pursue a doctoral degree. We have already around 40 PhD students here at Offenburg University who do their PhD here, supervised by a professor of Offenburg University, but in cooperation with traditional universities of the region. And now we actually got the right in the southwest of Germany to have to do some PhD to grant the doctoral degree directly here for at Offenburg University for some professors who are doing a lot of research and have shown that they have the necessary background and knowledge. So this will also even become more common here at Offenburg University than it is already, and it will be directly here at Offenburg University then. We are very strong in applied research, and that's also the reason why we have quite a lot of PhD students already here, also, although we are a University of Applied Sciences. And it's also, this is also reflected in the research institutes that we have here at Offenburg University. The research institutes also reflect a little bit the focus of the research done here at Offenburg University, but the names you see right here are not the only areas of that research is done, in which research is done here at Offenburg. As I already said, it's only it reflects the strongest areas in which research is done, and therefore an institute has been created. And it's not, research is not only interesting, or it's not only something you deal with once you have your master's degree and you want to continue as doing a PhD. It's already interesting. It's also part of your master degree, and you're very welcome to participate in the interdisciplinary research student projects that we have, and there are quite a lot of them, and here are just some examples which have been very successful in the past. For example, there's a project, a research project, student research project for high efficiency vehicles, and they have won several prizes with the car they have developed already, together and supervised by a professor and staff members here of Offenburg University. And for example, Magma, another project, has won twice the World Cup in Simulation League already. And there is another one very famous here at Offenburg University, which is called Sweaty. They research on humanoid robots, and they have a football playing robo. And with this football playing robo, they have actually been WISE world champion in a row during the last few years. The only year that is missing here is 2020, because in this year it didn't take place because of the Corona pandemic. But then in 2021, the championship did take place again, and it actually switched to a virtual championship, and which was a lot of effort to change everything. But again, they managed to be WISE world champions. So that has been a great success for the students and the whole staff that supervise them. And they have, that also shows that these projects, they have a lot of fun together. They go to these championships very often. It's in different places. For example, this group has traveled to Australia in 2019 and to Canada in 2018, Japan 2017. So they really went there and worked there as a team and had a lot of fun, and they finally succeeded with the whole team. And another very interesting event is also our shorts event. It's actually an event from our media department, and it has grown a lot in the last 20 years. So it's become an international annual film festival here, organized by Offenburg University, where many young film producers show their first production. And so this is also a very interesting and strong area here at Offenburg University. But let me now go a little bit more into detail about our international master's degree programs. The first and most traditional program that we have here at Offenburg University is our Master of Science in Communication and Media Engineering. And as the name already says, it focuses on communication, IT, and media technology. So it's a very unique program that combines these three areas, and it's perfectly suits to individuals who have a background in electrical engineering and IT, or at least one of the two areas, and want to work, for example, as an engineer in the media industry, in the media technology. And we have among this program has been rated top 10 by the German academic exchange students years ago. So it's we've been always very successful, and it continues to be very successful, and it has always attracted students from all over the world. And it's always been adapted to the newest technologies and needs of the markets also. So if you're interested in this area, I'm sure this is the perfect program for you. Our second program that has been created at Offenburg University is our MBA in International Business Consulting. Also very successful and very attractive for students from all over the world. It's been rated twice in QS Top MBA as one of the emerging MBA programs. And it focuses on project management or management consulting. So this program, a little bit different to the engineering programs, is designed for individuals who already have professional experience, at least 2 years of professional experience, and then want to continue and go forward, go one step ahead in your career by getting all the necessary knowledge for management of projects, management of a company. So in this case, it's not that important which area you have studied in, but it's important that you have a good bachelor degree, and especially in some professional experience that shows that you have really had some responsibility already in your profession, and that you are capable to go for a management position. So this is our program, International Business Consulting, and then the next program I would like to present to you is our program in Renewable Energy and Data Engineering. This program has already been very successful too. It has changed a little bit to a new focus 2 years ago, because they realized that in the news, in the market, there's a great demand for engineers in, have a mechanical engineering background or a electrical engineering background, and also have this focus on energy and renewable energy, but at the same time also have the necessary IT knowledge to be able to deal with data engineering. And therefore, this program combines in a perfect way these two areas that you have on one side, energy systems, the generation of energy, the conversion of energy, but also smart grids and underlying algorithms and modern IT and data engineering methods, because this is what there is the demand of the energy market worldwide right now, and especially in Germany. There's a great demand for individuals who have this knowledge, because you probably heard about that Germany is changing very fast right now from traditional energy generation to renewable energy. So there's a lot of change in this area, and there is a great demand for individuals who have the knowledge for that and can help in this transition. So this is very important for the German energy market, but it's also a topic that's worldwide, and there's a demand for engineers in this area worldwide. Process engineering is the fourth program I would like to present you. It's also a very interesting program, especially also from the point of view that this is a double degree program with our partner university in Olsztyn. This is a very traditional university in Poland, and the first semester in this case will be at Offenburg University, and the second semester you will already spend in a different European country, in a different environment. You will study it at our partner university in Poland. It focuses on chemical and thermal process engineering, and also in biotechnology or food technology. And at the end, you will have a German-Polish double degree program. So you will have a very international experience with this program. It's a very European and international program at the same time. And the same is the case with our fifth program here on this list, with biotechnology. It focuses on bioeconomy, and it has exactly the same structure as I just explained for process engineering. So again, it's a German-Polish double degree program, and you will be the first semester here with us and the second semester at our partner university in Olsztyn. And the third semester in both programs, you will actually decide where you are going to do your master thesis and where you're going to spend the third semester. So depending on what you want to focus on, which master thesis you decide to do, you can do it either in Poland or in Germany or wherever you want. To be honest, a lot of students come back to this region here, come back to Germany to do their master thesis, because many students would like to do their master thesis at a company and supervised by some, the research department, for example, of a company, and at the same time supervised by a professor of Offenburg University. And as there are more possibilities to do their master thesis in in cooperation with a private company here in Germany than in Poland probably. Most students actually come back and do their master's thesis somewhere around here. And then the last but not least, our newest program here at Offenburg University that is taught in English is our program Enterprise and IT Security. So this one focuses on technical, organizational, and legal aspects of securing IT systems. And if you already have a background fitting to that in your bachelor degree, this is a great program to go forward and specialize even more in this area, which is definitely a top priority area in the future, anywhere in the world too. So these are the programs that we offer you on master level in English. Just one of these programs here also requires that you have the knowledge, enough knowledge of German that you can also listen to German taught classes. And this is the program Renewable Energy and Data Engineering. This program is partly taught in German from the second semester on, and therefore requires a good basis in German knowledge, German language knowledge. The other ones are completely taught in English. But how do you get to study at Offenburg University? I can assure you it's very easy. You have the possibility to do your application completely online. Therefore, we have an online application tool. If you go to our website, you will find the direct link to the application tool from October on. I have to admit right now, application is closed because we are just, the semester is the next batch is starting at the beginning of October. But then we will open the application portal again, and you can apply until the end of March. So this is, the time that you can apply for next October. What do you need to apply for one of our master's degrees? Definitely you have to have a bachelor degree, and as I explained before, especially for the engineering programs, this has to fit with your major in the master. You need to have English, an English language certificate, minimum international internet-based TOEFL 79 or IELTS 6.0 in each field in this case. And only for the program Renewable Energy and Data Engineering, you also need to have German language knowledge, equivalent to the B1 level. The fees for non-European citizens who are not from the European Economic Area are 1,500 euro. This is a state tuition fee. We are a state university in the state of Baden-Württemberg, which is southwest of Germany here. And there's a small administrational fee of the university itself, which is 134. For Europeans, it's they are subventionized almost completely by the state and not only partly. Therefore, the fees are lower. There are also some scholarships which allow us to exempt up to 5% of our students from these tuition fees of 1,500 euros. And also small partial scholarships that are offered. But I have to admit, they are only available from the second semester on, because they're based, the selection for these scholarships are based on your development, they are your grades and your participation in the first semester. This is the case for all engineering programs. There is an exception, which is our MBA program. Certainly, an MBA, like always, has different fees. And for this program, you pay 11,252 euros for all 3 semesters. So the whole program this is the cost that you need to count in. But you can also be sure that we really support you as much as we can. I'm proud to say that years ago we participated in a survey among where all international students were invited to participate, and it was also organized by the DAD and subventionized by the DAD. So many of your German universities participated, and yeah, I'm proud to say that our international students rated us #1 in the assistance, in arrival assistance among all these universities who participated. And yeah, so what do we offer for you? At first, before you come here, we offer you assistance in finding accommodations. You're not left all by yourself. We will help you to find a room. Maybe there is a space in the student dormitory. If not, we will help you to find something on the private market. And so far, I can tell you that we have found a room for each student who came so far. There's also a senior buddy system, which means that you will have the possibility to communicate with an experienced student from Offenburg University already before you come, and he will also guide you around the first few days and show you what is important, show you the places, so you're not left by yourself, all by yourself during this crucial time in the first few days and weeks. We also offer you an orientation events, informational events, and also one orientation weekend for each international master's degree programs. During this international weekend, you will stay at a nice place here in this area, maybe in the Black Forest area, a very touristic mountain area here, where you get to know each other as a batch. You very often you also have some intercultural workshops, and you will get all the information you need for your studies. And there is, for each program, there is a coordinator, which is not common either. So at Offenburg University, there's a coordinator for each program, which is there to give you individual support and advice when needed during your studies, to help organizing the studies and so on. So I think this is a very important aspect and a great help for you too. We also offer German summer language school, which is taking place in September. So it's taking place right now, where you have intensive German language classes, and at the same time, you have a great chance to get to know the region, to take part in very fun activities in the afternoon. So you can start to learn or improve your Germans. We have always different levels of German classes, and yeah, get to know everything, and then really feel already very well and home once you start your real program, your engineering program, for example, in October. Certainly, we'll also encourage you to continue to learn German during your program, during your studies here, usually 3 semesters. So there are ongoing language courses during the lecture period. If you desire to work in Germany afterwards, I actually recommend to already study some German at home before you come, and then try to continue learning while you're here. And so that when at the end of your studies, you are able to communicate well with people here in the companies, in your professional area, because very often there are very interesting engineering jobs in these middle-sized companies, and very often they expect, besides knowing English, that you also are able to communicate at least with your colleagues in German. So this helps a lot, and it's a great advantage for you if you know. We definitely also want you not only to have success in your studies, but also want you to have a great time here at Offenburg, and therefore we offer also a cultural and social program for you. You can participate in excursions, get-togethers, you can participate in sports. There are many different sports offered here at Offenburg University. For example, there is a lake right next to Offenburg University where you can participate in the sailing group, or you can go mountain biking in the beautiful Black Mountain area here. We have a very touristic and nice mountain area next by, so you can directly start from Offenburg University and go with your bike into the mountains. So it's a great place if you like nature too. And at the other hand, you know, in half an hour, you're in Strasbourg, which is already in France, or 1 hour by the train, you're in Basel in Switzerland. So you have both at the same time. You have the beautiful nature of the Black Forest, and you have the big European citizen right next to Offenburg University, and very easy to get there. Yes, and well, there are many other sports activities offered. You choose whatever you want to participate. And one very special thing that I think reflects a lot of the atmosphere, reflects the atmosphere here in the town in general too, is the senior service. This is actually an initiative bringing together senior citizens and international students. And it's amazing to see that at Offenburg University for over 20 years already, there's a very active group of people, citizens of Offenburg University, who just join on a voluntary basis in order to help students to feel welcome here in Offenburg, to help them take, you know, get some contacts outside of the university, have somebody to show them around maybe, or invite them once for an activity, or to their home, or do something together, or, you know, just get to know the German culture and speak a little bit of German. So it's a great initiative, and it really shows this warm and nice, warm and welcoming atmosphere here in general in Offenburg and in this region. And yeah, certainly we also don't leave you all by yourself once you get to the end of your studies. Yeah, there are job application trainings that you are welcome to participate. There's a recruiting event at the university held once a year also. And it's amazing to see that each year this event is growing, and more, you know, we don't have enough space for all the companies who want to participate and have a booth. And it just reflects a great demand that the private companies have for the graduates of Offenburg University. Yes, and sure, we also want to keep in contact with you also once you graduated, and therefore you're very welcome to participate and be active in our international alumni network. We always meet once in a while. Every second year we have a great, nice get-together. So yeah, this is also something important, I think, to know. Once again, I would like to summarize. At the graduate school here of Offenburg University, you find great English taught programs which are taught in small groups. You can be sure that you will have a very intercultural experience here, because people and students are coming from all over the world, so it's always a very international batch. There are comprehensive individual services for each program, and there are excellent career opportunities here in the southwest of Germany. So if you want to study in one of Germany's strongest economic regions and enjoy this cross-national metropolitan area with a dynamic region with high employment prospects, and also enjoy this extraordinary living standard, you're here at the right spot. I personally also came back after years of working in different places in Europe, to be honest. I've grown up here, but I also came back because it's just a great region. You have as I already mentioned before, this beautiful nature on one hand and this metropolitan area on the other hand. And I just love to do everything by bike. And this is something that's possible here because the distances are very small and therefore very short. And therefore, I come from my town to Offenburg University by bike very often. And that's what students usually do too. So you can get around here by bike or even walk everything, the very short distances in town. And at the same time, you have everything that you need around you. So you see here a picture again of our campus in Gengenbach. That's the top picture where it's actually an old, very nicely restored monastery where we have the business-related study programs taught. And on the bottom you see a picture of, and also here you see a picture of the campus of Offenburg. The other picture was actually the Strasbourg, which is very close to here. So here this is the court of the campus Offenburg. So I'm sure, if you have a look at Offenburg University and the subjects is interesting for you, this is definitely a place for you to build your future. And I would be very happy to welcome you here at Offenburg University. I thank you very much for your attention, and I'm open for your questions now if you have something that you would like to ask me.
Thank you, Linda. I think this is a very detailed information that you provide us, and glad to know that your school is one of the film festival provider, which is the European Film Festival is very popular in Taiwan as well. So I guess any of our students who is interested in media or film festival or film production or electronic IT techniques, I think Offenburg University is definitely one of the choice to study. And couple questions on Q&A actually. Okay, the first one, I think you have mentioned that the student is asking how many courses are taught in English. I guess I guess most of your courses is at a graduate school instead of the undergraduate school. Is that right?
Yeah, I have to say on the undergraduate level, there are no courses that are completely taught in English. So the undergraduate levels, all the programs are mainly or completely taught in German. So if you would like to study on the undergraduate level, this is only possible if you have a C1 level in German. So you're basically fluent in German. But on the master level, we have these 6 programs that I presented, 5 of them in the engineering area and 1 MBA, which are taught in English, and they are the ones that form the graduate school. Certainly, we also have master programs in German, which are apart from that.
Okay. Thank you. I'll just summarize that in Chinese. 好，那奥芬堡的这个应用大学，它基本上就是大部分都是以研究所的课程是用英语来授课。那大学部的课程的话，刚刚您也听到了，可能势必一定要以用德语来授课，所以你必须要先有考到这个德语至少要 C1， 那但是好像老师说有这个 MBA 的课程是可以是从用英语而且是在大学部来授课。好。Okay, next question is wondering if the admission is done in the first come, first serve, or all the applications are reviewed all together at once?
They are not done on first come, first serve. Certainly, it's always good if you apply early because if you are able to get the admission a little bit earlier, that helps you with the application for the visa process, for the visa. But yeah, they will they will only give you an admission earlier if it's very clear that you are one of the best ones. If not, you will have to wait. And there is a selection process done by a selection committee. And at the end, they will compare the applications that they have and admit the best ones. So, yeah, it depends a little bit on the competition that you have in each year. I cannot give you a certain grade or a grade point average that you have to have, because it depends on how many other students and how good the other students are that compete with you. But usually you should be among the first third maybe of your bachelor degree batch.
Mm-hmm. So what would you suggest the student to, when should they submit their application to your school, university?
As fast as possible, starting from October on, because then they have enough time. If something is missing or there are some, feedback from the coordinator, they have still enough time to organize everything. And as I said, if they're lucky and they are among the best ones, and it's definite that they will be admitted, they might get the admission a little bit earlier.
Right.
Then at the end of, usually it will be in June for the last ones. So if you're lucky to get the admission earlier because it's clear that you will be among the best ones, then you have more time to organize everything and apply for the visa.
Right. Okay. So could the student, when they submit the application, maybe they didn't have, for example, like the reference or the recommendation letter from the teacher, can they send the rest of the application to the university to reserve a place first?
It's definitely recommendable to apply even if you don't have all the documents yet.
Okay.
Because at first, it's a first step. The first step in the application is very, it's very easy. You only have to put your personal detail into the application, now I'm missing the word, portal. So when you put your profile in the application portal, and then you will already get a feedback if your application in general fits to the program, and if you are considered to be, if you're considered to be one of the students for the second selection process, because they're second stage of the selection process, because only in the second stage they will actually take the selection committee will have a look at the different candidates and compare and decide who is going to be admitted. So the first step is with, you don't need the documents yet. You just have put the information in the portal, and the coordinator will give you then a feedback if your application will be considered for the second stage. So this way you already get a feedback, and that helps you, to know if you're generally fit to the program or not.
I see.
And if you're considered for the program or not for the second stage of the selection process.
So as long as the student can apply as soon as possible, as early as possible, because they need to have save some time for the visa application. Is that right?
Exactly. So for both reasons, it's important for you to get a feedback early and to apply early also.
Okay. So next question is: are there any international bachelor programs? I think it's undergraduate program.
Yeah, I guess this is the same question as we had before. We do not have any English taught programs on bachelor level. I mean, there are international programs. We do have, for example, a German-French program and other interesting international aspects in our German bachelor programs, but not an English taught bachelor program that's completely taught in English.
So next question is, the student asks, he is very or she is very interested in bachelor degree, and her level or his level German is now in B1 level, is it possible to get a condition acceptance or condition offer?
If you're interested to study at Offenburg University, you will have to apply it first on a bachelor level in one of the German programs. I'm talking about that now. In this case, you would have to turn to the Studienkolleg in Konstanz at first, because they are accepting your degree or evaluating your degree and then say, okay, this is equivalent to a German university entrance degree. And they also will look at your German knowledge at the same time, if it's sufficient to apply for a German taught program.
Yeah.
And then with their, with this certificate that your degree is accepted for a bachelor degree in Germany, for a German bachelor degree, you can then directly apply to Offenburg. But very often this also will mean, they will give you the feedback depending on which background you have. This might include that they tell you, okay, your bachelor, your school degree is accepted, but only if you do another year, for example, of school at this Studienkolleg in Konstanz.
Right.
So you will have 1 year more to study here in Konstanz, and then with this you apply to Offenburg University.
Okay, my other question is some question are from me. I'm very, very interested in that those, the graduate, the courses are taught in English. Can student be able to do the internship when they are studying the graduate school in Offenburg University?
To do an internship? I didn't get the whole question. Sorry.
Yeah,
could you just repeat?
Yeah, are there any internship opportunity maybe from the renewable energy program or the communication and media program? Are there internship or like the field hands-on opportunity and during the study, the course? Yeah.
Yeah, we certainly, our university, as I already mentioned, is practice orientated. So you have a lot of hands-on possibilities directly during your studies here at Offenburg University. As I said, we really want our students, and it's necessary for them during their studies to work hands-on on the machines, on the equipment, and with our laboratories. This is one point. The second point is, yes, there are possibilities of internships. But you have to organize them themselves. There are many, companies around, and you're very welcome to look around and see where you would like to do an internship, apply by yourself, and or organize this internship for yourself. In some of the program, it's even, there is a specific time which is, reserved for that. And they will definitely also give you guidance where you could apply or something like that. But in other programs, that depends a little bit on the structure of the programs. It's up to you. And then, there are possibilities, but then you have to organize it just by yourself and say, okay, I will take this time, maybe do an extra semester and do a practical training at the same time. So yeah, it's a little bit, I guess this is typical for our educational system, that it requires a lot of own organizational skills from the student. And because they want to have at the end, they want to have individuals who are able, to take the initiative, organize themselves, and go for the area that they want. Yeah, they want to work in.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like there are so many resources around, either as on campus or in the city or in the country. So as long as the student can study independently or to arrange their time, properly. So I guess, they will have, the student will have lots of to learn and then to experiences. And sounds like there are so many opportunity for students. Yeah.
Additionally, I already mentioned that many of our students, most of them actually, do their master thesis project together with a company. So in the research department of a company, for example. So this is very common, and it's a great possibility to get to know a company and to see, if you would like to work, to continue to work with them after your graduation too.
I see. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda, for your detailed information and also sharing. 好，那今天so I think our section is almost till the end right now. Okay. So 今天非常谢谢大家参与，那不要忘记我们下周3还有2场的这个德国学校要介绍给大家那如果还没有报名的同学，请你赶紧上我们欧洲教育展的这个官方网站或者是我们的脸书来报名。那我们日后今天的所有的影片，我们都将会在日后会 po 在我们的官网上面。如果还没有看完的，还想再看更多的同学，就请你在务必上我们官方网站来查看。今天再一次谢谢大家的参与 and thanks again for Linda your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you to everybody for your attention. Hope to see you one day here at Offenburg.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Linda.